Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tonanda's episode on Word on Art. How's everybody? If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button. And don't forget to comment in the comment section after this whole video, after you've read the book that I'm also gonna suggest you read. I'm gonna actually do a review today of Jane Austen's book called Pride and Prejudice. I think Pride and Prejudice is the most famous one out of all those novels. Two would be which one would be her second biggest? The one with the girl. Jane, I think, yeah. No, Charlotte. Guys, I'm so confusing everything. I think it's Charlotte Bronte who wrote Jane. So yeah, no, that's not Jane Austen's book. Anyhow, yes, Pride and Prejudice. For people who don't actually love books, I love the fact that they made a movie out of it. Keira Knightley acts in it. It's called Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, so go read up on that book. Let me just tell you a short bit of like what it is about. It's about a guy and a girl, obviously. Now everybody's gonna think I love people falling in love. No, but I love the premise of Jane Austen's love stories. These women are becoming strong women in every single book. So in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, right? Lizzie is a girl who lives with her papa, with her mama, and 5 more girl siblings. So when he dies, the father, when he dies, because of like rules and they would never inherit their father's places, house, things like that. Like, you know, they can't inherit that. So they all have to get married before he dies. Now, there is a girl called Kitty. Kitty is like the last born. Then there is the second. These two love men, so they are so jet on finding a husband. Then there's the oldest one whose name is Jane. Jane Bennett. Jane Bennett, but all the surnames are Bennett, by the way. Jane Bennett falls in love with a very rich man, but because she comes from a very poor family, the rich man's family advises him not to get married because that is not an advantageous marriage. His friend Darcy is actually the one who personally told him that. And Darcy was in love with Lizzie. So Lizzie got angry at Darcy because if you're saying that my sister can't marry him because she's too poor, what type of person you are? She used to stand up and stand her ground, you know. Talking to someone like Darcy, who's very rich, who's very connected, in that time was very risky. And Darcy actually tells her then, she didn't know that Darcy loved her. And then Darcy tells her that, I love you. And then Lizzie says, I don't like you. Like right there and then I was like, oh, guys, Lizzie was wrong. But after that he rectifies his mistakes, but not to get her back, but to earn her respect. Because Lizzie like wants respect. Yeah, and all that. And highlighting moment for me has got to definitely be where Lizzie runs out of this other church and it's raining. And Darcy runs after her, but she didn't see him. So then, like, she sees him, she gets like a scare, and then he tells her, I love you. Like, oh, no, yeah, I love you. He says, you have bewitched my body, my mind, and my soul. Guys, stop. And then, and then Lizzie says, well, bye. But in the end, in the ending, he says, she was angry. She wasn't angry. She was disappointed and she was sad because she actually did love him and now she wanted to marry him, but she thought he'd never propose to me again. So he comes because yesterday they were fighting with an aunt of his. Oh, those men are carrying a very small, teeny baby. By the way, guys, I live near a road, so my eyes just get distracted all the time. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. Oh, give it to That's such a cute family. Well, pula one just learning at one. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. He says at the end, he said like they were fighting with an aunt before who is Darcy's aunt, and she was like, "You'll never marry my nephew ever." But then they do. He does come and propose to her, and she says, "I'm so sorry. I want to apologize for my mistakes and for treating you the way I did." And then Darcy says, "If you still have me." Guys. Because you have taken away my soul. I do it in a British accent, but I'm not up for it today. Like, I'm not. I'm so sorry. I do it in a British accent, but I can't. So you're just gonna have to go read the book or watch the movie. Either way, I think if you're not like a very into books, literature, downright books, don't read it. Just go watch the movie. But if you are like, I'm such a reader, I'm gonna go for this. Go for it and read it. It's called Pride and Prejudice. You can find it at every store. Jane Austen is pretty famous. Thank you so much. I took more time today. Thank you. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification button. And also visit my two social media accounts, which is Twitter and Instagram. Yep. Which is at Sibito Tonanda. I'll include the links down there. Thank you.